Hello, friends, and welcome back to VHS. I'm your host, Jesse. Today, we're taking a look back at, I'll say it, the single most bizarre sequel of the entire 1980s. It's Gremlins 2, The New Batch. Is Gizmo still the cutest protagonist in movie history? Can someone please fix these automated doors? And most importantly, is there any reason to watch Gremlins 2 in 2024? Well, let's find out. It's the Hollywood Holdup featuring Gremlins 2, The New Batch. Couple quick items before we get started. First, everyone say hey to producer Craig, who I have seen eat after midnight, by the way, so look out. Also, this is your friendly neighborhood spoiler warning. This movie is a steaming pile of nonsense, but I'm gonna talk about it, so here we go. Finally, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We are getting so close to our first 1,000 subs, and you guys can help us get there. We really appreciate it.
Do you know they got Russian guys driving cabs in this burg? I mean, what if somebody got into a cab with a briefcase full of atomic secrets or something like that? Don't people care about that anymore? It seems
Murray,
What?
remember what Dr. Kaplan said. We're going to be nice and calm. Murray was a little distressed after, you know what happened with those.
And now, the Mogwai in a movie. Is that right? We pick up on this jerk from Clamp Industries putting the screws to poor old Mr. Wing. They want to tear down his shop to build a mini-mall, but Mr. Wing resists. And then dies in the next scene, leaving Gizmo alone. Oh no! Gizmo is taken to a lab at Clamp Industries and... Wait a minute, Clamp Industries? Billy works at Clamp Industries! Kate too, giving tours in a, hat. Billy rescues Gizmo from the lab and hides the little furball from his co-workers and the weirdly observant CEO himself, Daniel Clamp.
What's with that drawer?
It's automatic. It opens every now and then just in case you need something.
Billy asks Kate to look after Gizmo. Just keep him out of sunlight, don't feed him after midnight, and don't let him get wet. No, what the hell is this now? A Rube Goldberg soak machine? I mean, what are the odds? So, Mogwai's a-poppin'. Kate, who has Mogwai face blindness, takes the wrong little guy home. The batch then goes gremlin and starts fooling around in the lab to hilarious results. Chaos ensues, and by chaos I mean an unending cavalcade of nonsensical bits. Gizmo goes commando, sorry. Our heroes try to sunlight the gremlins to death, but you know, clouds. So Billy mixes water and electricity to cook these mothers right out of existence. Job done. And now on to the categories. Category 1, Cute AF. Come on, you guys, name a cuter hero than Gizmo the friggin' Mogwai. Look at the fluff, scope the big eyes. Come on, those ears? No one's got him beat. Look at that adorable little bastard up there with his tiny bow and arrow. You get him, big guy. With all that cuteness, it's no wonder that Warner Brothers put the pedal to the merchandising metal in this film. Not only creating a new batch of Mogwai to put on store shelves, each with unique crazy face action, but over 12 identifiable gremlin characters. Sell, baby, sell! You want relaxed charm? You get yourself a Gizmo. Got an unruly kid who won't sit down? Grab a googly-eyed Mogwai for them. Stuck with a teenager that's too cool for stuffed animals? Try a gnarly vegetable gremlin. So gross, and this time the vegetables are bad for you. Teenagers love irony. But one thing is clear after 2 movies full of Mogwai that we can compare to Gizmo. Gizmo's not just cute, he's nice. Not nicer. We're not talking about degrees here. He's the only Mogwai that isn't a total piece of shit. In fact, that's why the other Mogwai hate Gizmo. He's not just some mellow dude, he's an abomination. His joy is anathema to the group, and we have to snuff it out before his charm forces us to admit the error of our ways. And I may have just stumbled on the point of the whole franchise.
Today we'll start with our video watch. Just re-released on video is the movie Gremlins, though I really can't imagine why. Now I know some people found this movie fun, but me, I'd rather spend 2 hours having root canal work done. What's fun about a movie full of ugly, slimy, mean-spirited, gloppy little monsters who run amok and attack innocent people? Our moviegoers so desperate for entertainment that this kind of trash can pass for fun. Whoa, wait a minute!
Category 2, Avant-Garde. It's clear to this film lover that Warner Brothers had one mandate for this film. Sell toys. That's it. As long as you feature the creatures so we can stock the store shelves, we don't honestly care what you do with the rest of the movie. And this attitude gave the filmmakers a unique opportunity to lose their ever-loving minds. The result is a borderline experimental film that blasts through the fourth wall, comments on its own reality, and lampoons the corporate world it depicts. Yes, it's very silly, but it is also incredibly creative. There are the obvious bits like Leonard Maltin reviewing Gremlins 1, the actual movie now, within the world of Gremlins 2, and then probably being eaten by the subjects of that film. Heavy. And then there's Hulk Hogan berating the Gremlins, who have somehow stopped us from watching the movie. Or these people were watching the movie? I don't know. Like I said, heady stuff. But there are so many weird, clever touches throughout the film that don't get enough credit. Like the Clamp Building's satirical AI voice.
Will the owner of the car with license number 1AG401 please remove it from the Clamp parking garage? Your car is old and dirty.
Hey, pal. I sure hope you wash those hands.
Fire, the untamed element, oldest of man's mysteries, giver of warmth, destroyer of forests. Right now, this building is on fire.
What?
And how about when those mimes get arrested? And how exactly did the Gremlins make their own broadcast test pattern? Gremlins 2 even makes fun of the first movie. Remember when Phoebe Cates tells the f***ed up dad chimney story? Well, she starts getting maudlin again in part 2. But this is part 2.
This man with this
Honey,
beard and a hat looked just like Abe Lincoln.
Honey, I really don't think
Except
we've
for
got
the
time for this
raincoat.
now, you know?
I remember,
on.
God, he said, hello, little girl.
Honey, come on.
Also, people keep saying the Gremlins are mindless monsters, but they sure have good comedic timing.
Someone better stop! Sound alarm.
But the most boundary-pushing idea might be the out-of-touch CEO of Clamp Industries. In every other movie of this era, a character like Daniel Clamp would be an evil, conniving corporate overlord who refuses to see the truth of what's happening because it affects his bottom line. But this guy has one interaction with a gremlin and he's way on board with our heroes. Sure, his motivations aren't always pure.
If you pull this off, you could save the city.
Save the city. Developer saves city. I like that.
But he's down for the cause like no other soulless CEO from a movie I've ever seen.
What's happening? Good move, sir. All right, carry on.
We want to be civilized. I mean, you take a look at this fellow here. Now, was that civilized? No, clearly not. Fun, but in no sense civilized.
Category 3, batch please. You had to know I was going to rank the new Gremlins. But there's so many, let's just start with a few honorable mentions. Sound off. Googly eyes. Big old teeth. Mohawk. Post-Mohawk. Phantom of the Opera Gremlin. Bat Gremlin. And of course, Flasher Gremlin. Perhaps the purest gremlin of all. And now for the top 5. Number 5, Vegetable Gremlin. This guy gets in one good scare at the salad bar, but otherwise he's pretty useless. He makes our top 5, however, because holy shit, did you see the transition on this puppet? Look at how those vegetable bits pop into life on his skin. Amazing puppet design and execution on this one. Number 4, Lady Gremlin. I have no thoughts on Lady Gremlin. One that I can share online anyway. Do I blame Robert Picardo for going through with it? Do any of us? Number 3, Spider Gremlin. Spider Gremlin is easily scariest gremlin. Sure, Marla sucks, but this sequence is still terrifying. And let's be honest, a spiderweb simply touching most of our faces is gonna take us out. But the night is darkest before the dawn, and here comes Rambo Gizmo. Rizmo. Gambo? Number 2, Brainy Gremlin. Brainy Gremlin is hilarious. I mean, he's basically the ad, right? And what a great sequel idea that was to turn all our kitty heads. You're telling me there's gonna be a smart talking gremlin in old man glasses being interviewed on TV by a broke down Dracula? Yeah, I think I can squeeze it in. Number 1, Electricity Gremlin. Now this is an OP gremlin. If Gremlins 2 were a video game, they'd have to disable this character altogether until they figured out how to balance him, because what in the actual fuck am I looking at? What do you mean he turned into electricity? What do you mean Billy figured out how to trap him in the phone? What do you mean Kate figured out how to let him back out again? What are you talking about?
What's that thing for?
Well, these things can only come out when it's dark, so we've set all the clocks in the building ahead 3 hours. Then when they think it's sunset and they see what a nice night it is outside, they'll all muster in the lobby, getting ready to come out. Then we drop this thing, the sunlight will come pouring through these front windows here and fry them.
Sure.
The verdict. Look, I wouldn't say this movie holds up, but I wouldn't say it doesn't, because it was so batshit crazy when it came out. It's not any better or worse now. If anything, this puppy holds sideways. It's still just as weird as it always was. The insanity of Gremlins 2 has not been tempered by time. It's still nuts. Movies aren't weirder than this now. I kind of hope they never will be. Tell you one thing though, it's better than Gremlins 1. It's way funnier than the first one. New Batch has something like 10 times the amount of jokes of the original. It's also just more fun. The chaos starts sooner. It involves more weirdos in weirder settings. And it goes, oh my God, you guys, in the gross out department, it goes ham in the gross out department, way more than the first one. And there you have it. The Hollywood holdup featuring Gremlins 2, The New Batch. The single most Gremlin batshit crazy movie I've ever seen released by a major studio. If you've got a weirder one, hit me up in the comments. And come see us next time. We live here, only on VHS. Take 'em home, Craig.
Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe to show your support, and go ahead and check out more of our videos as they release on the channel.